Hey everyone, Chris here. Today is Father's Day, so I do want to give a huge shout out to all you dads out there. Happy Father's Day. To my own dad, I love you. Happy Father's Day, and thanks for raising me the way you did. I also want to give another shout out to my mother-in-law for the shirt. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it, and I'll be wearing it quite a bit. So today we're going to make the leaders that I use to catch redfish and sharks. And if you've seen our second video we uploaded the other day, we were out at the Galveston Fishing Pier where I caught a pretty decent sized little sharp-nosed shark. So we're going to make the leaders, and keep in mind everybody makes things differently. This is just how I do it. If you do it differently, by all means comment below and let's see how you make your leaders, because I do it my way and I always love to learn and try new things that others have done. So to start with, we're going to take about 5 feet of line. Now this is a 150-pound monofilament. So give me a second, let me do this. So I'll make these anywhere between 5 feet and 6 feet. I don't want to unspool the whole thing, so it's best to it's easier just to keep it on there like that. And we're pretty much good right about there. So, and cut. Toss that back over there. Alright. Now, in here we have swivels, sleeves. We have both the single hole sleeves and the double hold sleeves. Different size beads. Most of this is all Eagle Claw. We also use the Offshore Angler brand from Bass Pro Shop. Just use whatever you feel is comfortable for you. But to start with, I'm going to use a 370-pound rated S-Pro barrel swivel and one double sleeve. Just going to slide that through the line. Now again, like I said, I do this differently than others. I'll do this different ways. On some of them, I will tie a Palomar knot. Some I'll just do a crimp. This one's going to be one of my big shark leaders, so we're going to do a Palomar knot on both the sleeve and the hook, which is simple. You just double it through. And we'll take the swivel and go right through the hole of that loop. Fold it up and pull it tight. I'll use the crimpers and just grab this side here. Or you can use your teeth or pliers or whatever, but I don't have my pliers with me. And just pull it. Then I will come back up. I'll take the sleeve that we just put on here and I will run it right back through here. Kind of fret a little bit when I pull with the crimpers, so we'll just cut it down, no biggie. Simple as that. Push that down. Now you don't have to do it. I'll do these. I've got one over here where I don't have the sleeve, where I don't have it tied like this. Now what you don't want to do is crimp this way. All you're gonna do if you crimp it flat like that is just flatten out the sleeve, go sideways with the sleeve, and then crimp tight. And then when you're done, it should look almost kind of like a box. I'm trying to look through the camera here to make sure I get a good view of it for y'all, so sorry about that. And then crimp. Then when you're done, it'll look like that. Nice little box where it's not going anywhere. as you can see on this one where I don't have it tied, it's just crimped in a nice box, and like I said, not going anywhere. But on this leader here, I do have the hook still tied, because that just adds that extra strength, especially when you're hooked into something with some teeth. Now, after that, we're going to slide on a small bead, a large bead, well, these Eagle Claw class barrel swivels with the clip on there for the spider weight, and then that'll go on a large bead and a small bead. Well, it's funny when you see some of these leaders where they've got 100 million beads and all this hardware that's not really necessary. Less is more. Then one single barrel sleeve. We'll go about 2 feet up, 2 to 3 feet up from the swivel there, and then crimp it down. Now what that'll do is stop your hardware from going anywhere else. Now, this one is going to be a bull red and shark leader, so we're going to go with a 13-aught circle hook and one double sleeve. We'll put the double sleeve on, tie the Palomar knot again. Again, you don't have to do it. I do, because it's one of those, I'm usually catching into a lot of sharks, and I like the added support that doing it like this gives. Again, not everybody does it. Most people don't. There is no real right or wrong way of doing this. It's fishing. It's like anything else. Everybody has their own preferences and their own ways of doing it. This is just mine. Then, come back for that extra added support. And honestly, this sleeve has actually saved my line once before on a lemon shark, where the hook was so far up on the mouth, or in the mouth, I'm sorry, where the only thing that was catching the teeth and keeping it from chewing through the line was that metal sleeve. So, I mean, like I said, it's worked for me, and because of that, that's pretty much the way I'm gonna do it. And then crimp it down. But again, I don't always tie the knot on there. Some of them I don't. Shark leaders, I tend to, for that reason. And then we'll come back, cut the tag line back off, get it nice and flush up on there. Now, how this works, for those of y'all that have never used leaders like this, is your main line to your rod will be attached to that. So your weight, we'll say we'll use this as a rock or something or the sand even. Your spider weight will be attached up like that. It'll catch up into the sand or whatever. And then your bait line will just be kind of floating around over here or laying, and then here comes a fish, grabs it, it'll just gently grab it. This will give enough room for your line to play with, and that fish ain't gonna really see all of this. It's gonna be more focused on that bait that's attached to this. And I'll show you how I attach my mullet in our next video on my how-to guide on fishing, which is going to consist of for some freshwater techniques and some saltwater techniques, tips and tricks that I do, and we'll post that in our next video. But again, I do want to say thank you to everyone who has liked, commented, and subscribed on our video. And if you have not, please do so. It means a lot to us. And for everyone who has, again, thank you very much. You guys are great. And to everyone out there watching this, thank you for taking the time out of your day. God bless, and y'all have a great day.